Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my empties. So as you guys can see, I have a lot of empties in front of me. I have been accumulating them, so this is not just like 1 or 2 months. This is a couple of months worth of products that I've went through and I've used up, so I can let you guys know if they worked for me or if they didn't work for me, and if I would repurchase any of them. So if you do want to see what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and why, then just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to pull out are these lashes. Now these are Demi Wispies and these are the Ardell lashes. This is the multi-pack one. Usually I like to buy the multi-packs just because they're a better price point, and you know, I go through them. So I obviously use them up, so the lashes are not going to be in here, but this one is. So would I repurchase this? Absolutely. I think they are really pretty lashes. They're really natural looking lashes. They're not way too long, they're not way too short, but they just give you a little something extra for your lashes. They just look really nice and beautiful and more natural. And again, this one is the Demi Wispy, and this is my favorite by Ardell. I do have some I really enjoy from them, but this one I really love just because it is more natural. Okay, so next up I have 2 of these, so I'm just going to pull them out at the same time. And this is the Dior, and these are Hydra Life, and this is the Jelly Sleeping Mask. So these are just little samples I got at Sephora. I do like this. I don't love this. This is really for a nighttime mask. Like, you would put this on with your moisturizer and you would keep this on overnight and then, you know, wash it off in the morning or something like that. But I didn't love these. Like, I liked them, I enjoyed it while I had the samples. I would not repurchase it, and the reason for that is I didn't feel like it really hydrated and moisturized my face completely. I think I have other stuff in my collection that is way cheaper than this that actually did a better job than this did. So they were nice to try out. They did a good job. They just didn't do an amazing job for the price point of it, because I think a big size is quite expensive. So I would not repurchase this. If I get a sample of it, of course I would use it, but besides the sample, I definitely wouldn't repurchase this. Okay, so next up is this Pure Vanilla Healthy Deodorant, and this one is the smaller size. This one is in vanilla, in pure vanilla. I can still smell it. It smells really good. So as you guys can see, it's completely gone. I have a love and hate relationship with this, just because I feel like it works really nicely, but after a while I feel like it doesn't work as good as it did before. I feel like my body gets used to it pretty fast, and then I start sweating and it doesn't last too long. It's, you know, you get the funkiness going on later on, so you have to reapply it. It is a more natural deodorant, so you have like no parabens, no aluminum, nothing like that. And because of that, it's not an antiperspirant, it's just a deodorant. But with most natural deodorants, you're going to have that issue. It's not going to be an antiperspirant, it's just going to be a deodorant. But I feel like I have other things in my collection. I am using one right now that I really do love, and I don't have to reapply. Like I said, I like it because when I first use it for a couple of weeks, it works really nicely, and after that, then I think my body just gets really used to it. So would I repurchase it? Yeah, I think I would repurchase it because I feel like it works really nicely when it works, but when it doesn't, when it stops working, it definitely stops working. So I would probably switch this out next time with something else. Like, I would switch this out like every other day. This one also, I've noticed, and a lot of times it happens because I've had a few of these, is you see like there's a little bit up there. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a little bit right there, and that is the deodorant, and for some reason it just comes apart in here because it's really soft. And that's the issue. Like, when you get towards the end of it, it kind of breaks up. Like on the side here, it also breaks up and it like shrinks a little bit. Now, I don't know if that's because you're using it or it's exposed to air or something like that. I don't know what it's doing, but a lot of them do that. Like, I think every single one of these that I've had did that. I wouldn't buy the big one because of these issues. I feel like because it has these issues, that if you buy the bigger one, it's just going to be a waste of money and you're going to end up throwing it out. So I feel like if I'm going to repurchase this, I'm not going to buy the big one. I'll just buy these small ones. They do last a little while and they're handy to put in your purse. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, so again, this is the Ardell lashes. This one is the natural, and this one is in the multi-pack as well. I love these. Ardell lashes are really good. They're really affordable, and you can find them basically anywhere. So I really do like these. These were the more natural ones, and these were really nice as well. These look looks very natural. So this gives you a little more of an oomph to your eyes compared to these. These just looked straight up like they were your lashes, but these are still really nice. Again, I buy the multi-pack because they're just a better value and I need them anyway because I go through these like hotcakes. Okay, so next up is this Shiseido Perfect Cleansing Oil, and this is a little small one. I bought this in like a kit at Sephora. It came with a couple of products. I would definitely repurchase this. This was perfect for a cleansing oil. It did take my makeup off, but it didn't take like the really stubborn makeup off, so I would have to go in with another cleanser or with this twice. I felt like this really cleaned my skin. It was really nice on my skin, very gentle on my skin, so if I had like any irritation going on or any breakouts or anything like that, this really helped with it. It helped clear it up. It didn't irritate anything. This is really thin as well. Like, I didn't feel like it was going to do anything for my skin when I first used it, but after using it for a couple of days, I could definitely see a difference in my skin, in the appearance of it, and honestly, because it's so thin, it actually worked really well and it hydrated my skin so it didn't strip anything. So I really did enjoy this. Okay, so next up is this Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil, and this is just a little sample. I would definitely repurchase this. I have purchased this in the past a couple of times. I like to get her kits because she has them at QVC. Sometimes she does have them at Sephora, just depending. This does absorb into my skin. The only thing is I don't like to use this around spring or summertime because I just feel like it's a little too heavy for my skin, and I usually have dry skin. But for the winter time, this is really, really nice. I have purchased them over and over and over again. So yes, I would definitely repurchase this one. And then next up is this Deja Vu. I don't know how you say this. And this is the facial peel, the Dead Ski Minerals. Now, I got this at the mall. I know you could get this off of Amazon or you could get this off on their website, I believe. I definitely would repurchase this. This is really good. This actually made my skin feel very nice and fresh, and I really enjoyed this peel. It was kind of weird. It reminds me of, which one did I have? Dr. Brandt's, I think. I had the Dr. Brandt one. I'm not really sure, but it was like a facial peel and it kind of balls up on your skin. This is exactly like that, but I feel like this works better than that one, and I think it was a little cheaper. Now, I got this at the mall, and you know, those sales associates, they try to sell you everything and they try to be like, oh, I'll give you a discount, once you know you're not getting a discount. So I would definitely repurchase this off of Amazon, not at the mall, because it's still cheaper off Amazon. I did like it though. Like I said, my skin felt really nice and my skin looks really nice and my makeup just really went on really nicely afterwards. So yes, I definitely would repurchase this peel. So next up is this Soap & Glory Sugar Crush Body Lotion. I've had a few of these. I absolutely love these. I would definitely repurchase this. It made my skin feel really nice and supple, very soft. It would not sit on top of my skin. It did absorb into my skin. A little went a really long way. One of these bottles lasts me a little while. These are super affordable, which I absolutely love. I usually get mine at Ulta. It just reminds me of a fresh lime. Now, I don't think it's like a margarita smell in any way, but it definitely reminds me of a nice fresh lime. I really like this, especially in the summertime. It's not super thick, but it's not super thin either, so it will hydrate your skin. It did a really nice job, and this did last 24 hours on my skin as well, because the next day my skin was still soft, it was still hydrated, and I have dry skin, so this works really well. Love this one. Love their line. I have to go into their line a little bit more, but everything I have tried from this line I absolutely love. So yes, I definitely would repurchase it. It's a huge thing. It's 16.2 ounces, so it's huge. Okay, so next up is this Oz Natural Olive and Jojoba Oil Nourishing Souffle. I really enjoy this. As you guys can see, I cut the top off of it because I had to get the very last of it. This is really nice. It really hydrated my skin without going overboard. It didn't sit on top of my skin. It did a really nice job with moisturizing. I really did enjoy that. So yes, I would definitely repurchase it. It is not super expensive either, which I love because I don't want to spend a ton of money sometimes on body lotion. I go through it so often that, you know, I don't want to spend that much money on it usually. I will sometimes, but most of the time if I could get it for less, I definitely want to. This does have aloe vera, green tea, and shea butter in it, and B5. I didn't even know that. But this is actually really really nice. It did hydrate and moisturize my skin really nicely. Sometimes I would use this for my feet, and it would actually do a great job on my feet, because sometimes I forget about that. I do moisturize my feet, but I don't use something special. So this did a really good job at doing that. So I definitely would repurchase this. I really enjoyed it, and it smelled really good. Okay, so I have this Dove Deep Moisturizer Body Wash. I would definitely repurchase this. It just really hydrated my skin. I really enjoyed how my skin felt afterwards. I didn't feel like my skin was stripped or anything like that. It just felt really nice on my skin. I didn't have to go running for my moisturizer afterwards. It just felt really good. It's really affordable. Again, you can find this anywhere basically. So this one was really nice. It did make my skin really smooth and soft, and yes, I would definitely repurchase it. Okay, so like I said, I have a few Soap and Glory stuff. This one is Clean on Me. This one is the body wash. I would definitely repurchase this. I felt really nice when I used this. My skin felt really soft afterwards, and again, like the Dove, I didn't have to go running for my moisturizer when I got out of the shower with this, because it was really hydrating. It smelled really nice, fresh and clean, so that's what I liked about it. And yeah, it lasted a really long time, so I would definitely repurchase this. Okay, so next up is this Cookie and Body Ice Cream by It's Skin. Now, I loved how this smelled. It smelled perfect, like a strawberry ice cream. Like, it really smelled so good, and it's cute in its little packaging. It's basically, to me, almost like a gimmick because it looks like ice cream, like it really did, but it really did work for my skin. It worked really nicely. It just made my skin really nice and hydrated afterwards. I love to use this on my feet as well, also on my hands. I just felt like if you have like dry hands like I do, this will work perfectly. So this one, it definitely helped my hands out completely. I just feel like it was kind of pricey to use all over your body too often, just because I believe this was $10, and you just get so little in here that you would use it up so fast. So I ended up towards the end just using it for my hands and my feet mostly. And this is, I think, a 2 ounce, so it's kind of pricey for how much you get, but it works really nicely. I just kind of wish they did make this in a bigger size. So if they definitely made this in a bigger size, I would definitely repurchase it. Or if I knew going in that I would just use it for my hands and my feet, then yes, I think it's worth repurchasing. At this moment, I'm not sure if I'm going to repurchase it, but you know, it was nice while it lasted. So this one is the Demi Wispy again, and I actually have a lash stuck to there. Like I said before, yes, I would definitely repurchase them. I love the Demi Wispies. I just think they look really nice and natural, and they just give you a little something extra for your lashes. So yes, I would definitely repurchase them. So the Crystal Essence roll-on deodorant, and this one is in pomegranate. I would definitely repurchase it. I have repurchased it in the past numerous times. I also have repurchased it recently. I just really like how this works. It has, again, no aluminum in it and no parabens or things like that. It's hypoallergenic. It's just really nice. This is a roll-on. I do really like the roll-on sometimes over the stick. The only thing is with the roll-ons, you do have to wait a little while for it to dry compared to the stick ones, of course, but you don't get that white streak or anything on your clothes, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I do really like these. These have a faint smell to them, but they're not like artificial or really strong, so you really have to like put your nose to it to smell it. Besides that, it's just really nice. I have repurchased them, and I have repurchase a new one. So yes, these are really good, and they are really affordable, which again, I like. I don't like spending a lot of money on deodorant. Sometimes I have, but I don't like it. Okay, so again with the Sugar Crush body lotion by Soap and Glory. Yes, again, I'm gonna tell you guys, I would repurchase this. I have a few of them, like I told you guys, so this is just really good. I have another one. Okay, so something spilt here. This is the Body Shop, and this is the lotion. This is the body butter. This is an apple. This one smells really good. It smells like fresh apples. I think this was one for the holidays. I'm not really sure if this was for the holidays or not, but they still have it on their website. I'll link it down below for you guys. I really did enjoy this. I have a few of these in my collection right now. I did repurchase them, so I just think they're really good. They smell really good. They do a really good job with hydrating my skin. I feel like for a body butter, they hydrate, but they're moisturizing, but they're not over the top moisturizing, so you don't have that greasy feel afterwards. You don't have to wait a little while to put your clothes on afterwards. You know, they just really work nicely to moisturize and soften your skin. It does last 24 hours, so the next day my skin feels really nice. I don't get that itchy, dry skin when I use these. I use them on my hands and my feet, and they're just really, really good. So I do like them. Yes, I have repurchased them, and I have 2 right now. So I have these 2 self-tanners by St. Morris. These are the dark ones. I really do enjoy these. I feel like these do a nice job to self-tan. I just feel like, yes, this one says dark, but it's not super dark. It looks natural to me. If you want a little more of a darker tan, you can build them up a little bit. You don't look orange. They don't look streaky. They just look really nice. These are the mousse ones, which I really enjoy. I like the oils and the mousses. These have a color guard, and they also have a green base, which work really nicely with my skin. It looks more natural looking. They do last. My self tanner does last a little while. I don't have to reapply these over and over and over again. The only thing is I do exfoliate my skin more than I probably should when I self tan, so of course it fades a little faster, but that's not St. Morris's fault, that's my fault. So, but I have repurchased them. I feel like they do a really good job. They're up there with like St. Tropez. They give them a good run for their money, to be quite honest. I mean, they're good, but these are just as good. I am throwing this mitt away. I have a few of these mitts. This is just the ultimate. I don't love these ultimates, but I just repurchased them because they're more affordable. And as you guys can see, this one ripped, and it's like super dirty. It ripped a couple places. I don't like how thin and flimsy this side is. I don't want to spend a lot on my mitts unless it's a really, really good mitt. I haven't found a really, really good mitt to spend the money on so far. So if you guys do have any suggestions on a really good self-tanning mitt, let me know in the comments. But so far, this is what I've been repurchasing, and as you guys can see, the quality isn't great. I mean, they don't last very long, but yeah. So this is the Fleur de Lis, and this is the Beauty Elixir. I wouldn't repurchase this because of one big factor. Well, actually 2, but one is bigger than the other. One is it has a lot of alcohol in it. When you spray it on, you smell it. I mean, it's just so much. I think it's like the 2nd ingredient. So it has so much alcohol in it, and it's actually not good for your skin. And I'm surprised because this little guy is not cheap. Like, I believe the size is like $18. But I did like how my skin looked afterwards. It just looked really nice and glowy. The spritches stopped working on me, so I couldn't even get any out. I don't know if I have a defective one or not, and that's why I still have product in there, which I wanted to use up, but I couldn't use up. You can't take the top off because it's like weird kind of top. I don't know. But I wouldn't repurchase that because of the main factor of the alcohol content in it. If they get rid of it, I definitely would repurchase it. In the beginning, when I had like half of it done, I really enjoyed it. I absolutely loved it. But towards the end, I was like, okay, I've had enough of this alcohol. Because if you spray it and you get it in your eye, good luck. I did that and it wasn't fun. This one is the Mermaid Invisible Blur Perfecting Shield. This is good as a primer or just a good SPF for underneath your foundation, or just something that you could put on and go. I like to use this in the summertime a lot when I go to the beach or the pool. I put it on my face. It blurred my skin really nicely. I really do enjoy this. I have repurchased it, and it is in my collection today. So this one is the Tatcha, and this is the Pure One Step Chamomile Cleansing Oil. Yes, I love this. I have repurchased it. I have it in my collection right now. I have repurchased it for quite some time. I just keep repurchasing the small ones for some reason. I don't know. I should get the big one. I'm not really sure why I don't, but I do really love this. It is a really nice cleanser. It takes off my makeup really nicely. The only thing is, again, it won't take off like really stubborn makeup. You have to go in like twice with it. But besides that, it's really nice and gentle for my skin. I feel like my skin looks really nice afterwards. It doesn't break me out. It doesn't irritate my skin. It doesn't strip my skin. And I feel like my skin's a little more hydrated when I use this. I just feel like when I use this, my skin looks really, really good. So yes, I would repurchase it. I have repurchased it, and it's in my collection today. Okay, so next up is my Juna oil by Sunday Riley. I absolutely love this stuff. I have repurchased them in the past. I actually have another one in my collection right now. It just really does wonders for my skin. It's good for hydrating my skin. It's good for anti-aging, any fine lines. It's also great for combining with my other oils or my other serums, because I feel like you you can layer this with other oils and serums and moisturizers. I feel like this absorbs really quickly into my skin. It doesn't sit on top, so you know you're getting the benefits of it. It's just a really great oil. Okay, so next up is this e.l.f. and this is the brow and lash serum. So this is basically like a clear serum. You know, I would do my eyebrows and then I would put this on over it. As you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but I used all of it up on both sides and it got a little dirty, so like towards the end it got a little gross. But I really do like this e.l.f. one because this one is really nice. It does make your eyebrows flexible. It did its job, like everything stayed in place, but it still looked flexible. You could still move it around if you had to touch up throughout the day. I don't know, I really like these. I have purchased them in the past. I will repurchase them in the future. I just don't have any in my collection right now because I have other ones I'm using up. So next up is this Bath & Body Works Velvet Sugar. Now this smelled really, really good. I'm not a huge Bath & Body Works type of person. I don't know, I used to be a long time ago, but I feel like their products are kind of drying for my skin lately. I mean, their products smell really, really good. Some of them are stronger than others, but what keeps making me go back to them are their scents. Like their scents smell really good. So I have used this up. I felt like when I used this, it wasn't hydrating for my skin. You know, I would have to definitely run from my moisturizer right afterwards. That's just because I have dry skin though, but it smelled really good. Like this just smelled like a present in a bottle to me. That's why I keep going back to them. So would I repurchase this scent? Yes, absolutely. I think this was like a special one for the holidays. I'm not sure, but it just smelled so good. Okay, so I have this, oh my goodness, I don't know if you guys can see, but something is leaking on it. Okay, so this is the Tarte Amazoning Clay 12-Hour Foundation. This was my holy grail at once upon a time. Like I had only this, I would only use this. I absolutely loved this. I even like this now. I mean, it really is nice. To me though, it's not full coverage. It never covered up my freckles completely, so to me, it's not full coverage. It says 12-hour wear. I feel like it's not 12-hour wear. It wears really well for a long period of time, but I don't think it wears well for 12 hours. There are times too when I would be sweating and this would definitely break up on my face. So I would definitely have to like reapply it or fix it. But it looks really nice when it is applied, and while it lasts, it looks really nice. I'm not sure if you heard my son. He's downstairs with everybody. Oh my goodness, it's a weekend, so everyone's home. This does have SPF in it, which I did like. It looked like my skin, but better, so it did look really nice on my skin. So towards the end, I would use this and mix it with my other products, and I did really like it. I definitely would repurchase it. Like I said, it was like my holy grail once upon a time. I just wouldn't wear it by itself anymore. I don't feel like it settled into any of my pores or anything like that, so that was really good. But it's a really nice light foundation. So it also has Amazonian clay in it, and that's supposed to be from the Amazon, so it's supposed to be like a rare form of clay, if I remember correctly, because I used to watch them on QVC and I think that's what they said. So that's when I purchased this. Like that's how long ago I purchased this, when they had it when it first came out on QVC. So a long time lover of this foundation and Tarte. So yeah, I would repurchase this. Okay, so I have this Pixie by Petra, and this one is the lower lash mascara. I absolutely love this. I love this for my lower lashes, and I have smaller eyes, so I feel like this worked really well. I like to use this because it has a really small wand. So hopefully you can see that. It's really small and precise. I can get in my lower lashes with it. So I really do like it. I have repurchased it. I have it in my collection right now. And I just think it's really handy. It's a really good mascara. So I have this Hello Lashes, and this is by IT Cosmetics. Now I really do enjoy this mascara. I feel like it's a little different because it has a ball tip. It has a ball tip, and then you have the wand underneath. So I feel like that's really nice because you could get in your lashes, like you get really, really close to your inner portion of your eyes. It does a really nice job. It was a really nice mascara. It did volumize my lashes. I definitely would repurchase it. I have repurchased it in the past. I don't have it right now in my collection, but yes, it's definitely going to be another buy very soon when I need more mascara. So that's everything in my empties. I know it was a lot, but it's not something that I used up in 1 month. It's been accumulating over some time. I do like sharing this with you guys. This way I could tell you, hey, this worked for me, this didn't work for me, and why. So let me know in the comments if you guys have used any of these products and what you think think about them. Also, let me know in the comments if you have any empties yourselves and you really love something and I should know about it. Let me know in the comments. So I hope you guys did like this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please, if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Please come join a little YouTube family here. We'll love to have you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.